Good morning, students. This is the time for computer class, and I am your computer teacher. So, we are studying the lesson MS PowerPoint 2010. Till now, I have presented two videos for you on MS PowerPoint 2010. In these two videos, we have discussed about the effective presentations, what is presentation graphics software, the different types of presentation graphics softwares, the features of a presentation graphics softwares, what is PowerPoint, how to start the PowerPoint, the different options available for starting the PowerPoint, the different components of MS PowerPoint 2010 window like title bar, quick access toolbar, ribbon. In the ribbon, we have discussed about tabs, groups and commands. Next, File tab, Slide area, Help button, Slide tab, View buttons, Note sections, Zoom control, Status bar. We have also discussed in the previous video the basic elements of slide, like what is slide, what is presentation, what is a placeholder, what is title box, what is subtitle box, what is content box. Next, we have discussed the topic slideshow, what is a slideshow, how it is useful, how can we present our slideshow. Next, we have discussed the topic slide layouts, what is slide layout, what are the different types of slide layout, like the title slide, title and content, section header, to content, comparison, title only, blank, content with caption, picture with captions. So these were some of the topics that we have discussed in the last videos. So before moving to the new topic, by default there are 9 slide layouts available in MS PowerPoint 2010. In addition of using the default layout, we can also customize the layout or to have the placeholder if we want in a slide. So today in this video we are going to discuss about creating a new presentation. Creating a new presentation. Creating a new presentation. So whenever we want to start the MS PowerPoint 2010, a file named presentation1, which will contain only one slides of title slide layout, will open before us. It is by default available in MS PowerPoint. The slide layout will be of title slide layout, and the name of the presentation will be presentation1. So the slide will consist of two placeholder, the one title box and the other subtitle box. So in order to start making a new presentation, a blank presentation is the best option. So how to create a new presentation? In order to we have to follow certain steps to create a new presentation. First is step 1. Step 1, click on File tab and click on File tab, and after clicking on the File tab, we have to click on the new option, the step 2. Step 2, click on new option, click on new option in the File tab, and from the option we have to move to the step 3. In the step 3, click on the blank presentation option, click on blank presentation option, click on blank presentation option. This is a step 3. And step 4, after clicking on the blank presentation option, we have to click on create button to create a blank presentation. Click on click on create button, click on create button to create a blank presentation, to create a blank presentation, to create a blank presentation, to create a blank presentation. So these were the 4 steps that we have to follow to create a new presentation. First of all, click on the file tab. After clicking on the file tab, you will get a drop down menu. In the drop down menu, you have to click on the new option. After clicking on the new option, a window will appear before you where by default the blank presentation will be selected. If it is not selected, left click on it and select it. Then move to the right part of the window where you will get a create button. Click on the create button and the presentation 1 screen will appear before you. The next topic that we have is adding slides in a presentation. 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 So whenever we create a new presentation, we have a one blank slide. We have a one slide which is of title slide layout, which is already appears in the our presentation. So in order to add the new slides in the presentation, what we have to do, that we have to move to the home tab. Click on home tab. Click on home tab. Click on home tab, and from the home tab click on the slide group. Click on the slide group. First of all, click on the home tab, then move to the slide group. Then move to the slide group, and from the slide group click on new slide. Click on new slide, and then the new slide will appear. So different types of layout will appear before you. You can select any of the slide layout that you want and have a left click over it. As soon as you left click over that slide layout will get added into your presentation. So this is the way of adding the slides in a presentation. The next topic that we have is changing the layout of existing slide. Changing the layout of existing slide. Changing the layout of existing slides. Changing the layout of existing slides. So we have to perform certain steps to change the layout of the slides. What are the steps? The step 1 is that select the slide whose layout you want to change. Select the slide whose layout you want to change. Step 2. Now move to the home tab. Click on the home tab. Click on home tab. From the home tab, move to the slide group. Move to the slide group, and from the slide group click on layout option. Click on layout option. Click on layout option. So a window of layout will appear before you. You can choose any of the layout from the menu. And the step 3 is choose any layout from the menu. Choose any layout from the menu. So in this way you can change the layout of existing slides. The next topic that we are going to discuss is saving a presentation. Saving a presentation. Saving a presentation. So we already have saved a file in MS Word, or we have sheet in MS Excel. Now we have to follow the same procedure to save a presentation. What we have to do is step 1. Step 1. Click on the File tab. Click on File tab, and after clicking on the File tab, click on Save option. Click on Save option. Next, step 2. The Save As dialog box will appear. Save As dialog box. Save As dialog box will appear before you. Type the file name and click on Save button. So type the file name and click on Save button. Type the file name and click on Save button. As soon as you click on Save button, the file will be saved with the name that you have given in the file name box. It will be saved to the desired locations. So the extension of PowerPoint is .pptx. Remember, the extension of PowerPoint is .pptx. This is the extension of PowerPoint. Many of the times this is asked in the Viva question or in the exam question, that what is the extension of MS PowerPoint 2010. .pptx. So if you are working on an already saved file, the Save option on the File tab will directly save the file in the existing format with the same name. You can use the Save As option in case you want to change the name of the file or you want to change the format of the existing file. So now the next topic that we are going to discuss is working with different views of a slide. Working with different views of 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 slide. So PowerPoint support multiple views for viewing and working on the slides. The view allow us to gain maximum features. Each view has its own functions which we can use. By default, normal view is available on the slide. So remember, by default, the normal view is the default view. So what are the ways to access the views in PowerPoint? There are two ways to access the views in PowerPoint. The first is that we have to move to the View tab, and from the View tab we have to move to the Presentation views and then to the Master views. So this is the first process of viewing the viewing in PowerPoint, is that move to the View tab. From the View tab, move to the Presentation view group and then to the Master view. Or we can access views from the status bar, which is present at the bottom of the PowerPoint window. So where the main views we have normal view, slide sorter view, reading view, slide show view. These are the main views that are available in the status bar. Where is status bar? The status bar is at the bottom of the PowerPoint window. So now we are going to discuss about the different types of views. Different types of views. Different types of views. Different types of views. So the first view is the normal view. The first view is the normal view. The first view is the normal view. So normal view is the main editing view where you can write or design your presentation. It is more commonly known as slide view. It is also known as slide view. So it is most used to create the presentation. The next view that we have is slide sorter view. The next view that we have is slide sorter view. So the slide sorter view gives you a view of all the slides in a very small form, which is known as thumbnail form. So this view makes it easy for you to sort or organize the order of your slides that you want to create your presentations. So the slide sorter view, in a slide sorter view, all the slides are available in a thumbnail form. You can change the sequence of the orders of the slide also here to make the presentation much better. By default, MS PowerPoint opens in normal view, displaying the thumbnail, notes and slide view. Remember this. By default, the PowerPoint opens in a normal view, displaying the thumbnail, notes and slide view. Now the third view that we have is notes page view. Notes page view. So the notes page view shows a smaller version of the slide with an area below for the printed notes. Each slide is created with its own notes. The presenter can print these notes to use as a reference while making the presentations. Remember, these notes are not displayed on the time of the slideshow. The next view that we have is slideshow view. Slideshow view. So the slideshow view is used to deliver the presentation to the audience. It occupies the full screen of the computer, and it looks as the way the presentation will look on the big screen when the audience will see it. This is how you can set your graphic timings, movies, animated effects, transition effects, etc. during the actual presentation. So the slideshow view help us to deliver the presentation to the audience on a full screen view, the size of the monitor. Next is reading view. Reading view, it is used to deliver your presentation not to an audience but instead to someone viewing your presentation on their own computer. So you may use the reading view for your presentation when you want to view the presentation not in a full slide view. You always switch from the reading view to the other view if you want to change the presentations. So the reading view is used to deliver your presentation to someone who is viewing your presentation on their own computer. So these were the 5 different views that we have in MS PowerPoint. So students, in this video what we have discussed how to create a new presentation, adding slides in a presentation, how to add the slides in a presentation, changing the layout of existing slides, saving a presentation, how to save a presentation, and working with different views or different views of slides. We have discussed the different views like the normal view, the slide sorter view, the notes page view, the slideshow view and the reading view. So students, from now onwards we will be also revising the earlier chapters which we have made videos or which I have taught to you. So the video of MS Excel will be provided to you with this video of PowerPoint. The video of MS Excel is just a revision of the MS Excel chapters. So now from now onwards, with every video of PowerPoint, we will be having a video of MS Excel or MS Word or the earlier chapter videos. Thank you.